So, for the handful of subscribers this channel does have, well, first, let me say thank you for being a subscriber and getting the channel to 100 subscribers. It's a tiny milestone, but it's a milestone nonetheless. So, thank you. With that said, I wanted to give some more information on the content that would be showing up on the channel over the next few weeks. Operation Backlog will, of course, remain the main content of the channel. It's what I enjoy making the most, and it's what most people are subscribed for, I believe. The co-op game series will also have occasional videos. Co-op games are where I spend about 25% of my time, and I think they can actually be kind of hard to find, so I really enjoy highlighting a good co-op game. The next one that you'll see a bit more of are indie and AA games. This hasn't been a major part of the channel to this point, but it's another area of gaming that I'm actually very passionate about, and as subscribers are increasing, there are more opportunities to be able to access these indies and do reviews on them. So I'd really like to be able to highlight some indie games. Well, really, indies and AAs. With that said, I do want to make a call out. The first of these is a game with a lot of rough edges. A game that if I hadn't agreed to do a video before receiving the key, I likely would have just skipped. That isn't to say that my review was positive, it's not at all. But it's worth noting that with these, to get access to a pre-release code, you agree to make the content. I'm not sure it really works out for the developer in the long run, but it is what it is. However, I do want to say that after that first game, the next two, one that I purchased, one that I did receive a key for, are objectively bigger and better quality games. And I will try to do some better research in the future to make sure I'm not reviewing games simply for content's sake. That's not actually what happened here. What actually happened here is I thought the game looked better than it was, and it wasn't. But it's the kind of game that if I had started and I hadn't received a key for and I hadn't agreed to do content, I likely would have just skipped. When a game falls below a certain bar and I can't really recommend it to anyone, I'd really rather just not make a video on it. The only other video that may happen is, well, I fell off the World of Warcraft wagon. With the latest expansion, I have been playing a little bit more WoW recently, and I may end up doing a video on Delves, which are a new feature of that expansion. Just know I'm not trying to turn this into a World of Warcraft channel or anything like that. I really just want to talk a bit more about Delves, or probably more accurately, rant about Delves a little bit. Also, for anyone still listening at this point, I am going to go ahead and give some updates on a few more videos that you'll be seeing in the near future. In addition to the indies I talked about, I'm still working on Sea of Stars. I think I'm about 75% of the way through. Definitely enjoying it. It will be a positive review, although there are a few things that I'm not sure I agree with everyone on. But anyway, it's kind of become a game for me that I play when my daughter falls asleep on me and I can't get back to a PC. So that's really the only time I've been playing it. I've been kind of saving it for that. So it's been fairly slow going, partially because she just refuses to sleep most of the time. Anyway, I've also recorded a video for F-Zero that I still plan to make a video on at some point. I'm not sure why I decided to play F-Zero, but I did. And I've also got some footage of This Is the Police. So anyway, those videos will be coming. And then I've also got two potential backlog games that are lined up. I'm actually trying to decide between the two. And then, as I mentioned, there will be the indies. I mainly wanted people to know that the content isn't shifting away from the backlog games. It's just there will be a little more variety, and there will be a slight break between the backlog games just because I do need to work my way through a few of these indies. So anyway, I'm going to leave it there. Again, thank you all for subscribing and sticking with the channel. If you have any questions or feedback, this is a great video to leave them on. And with that, I'll see you for the next one.